Probably wondering what the hell this is. Well, I'm going to tell you. It's me, this microphone, you people listening, and no notes. So I'm going to just talk about whatever's on my mind while I stare at the countdown ticking away. Before we get into what's on my mind, just real quick, shout out to Live Rishi. Guys make high quality CBD product. Check them out. Let them know I sent you by using the code word table and get 50% off. Yep, half off. And used some tincture last night to help me sleep. Amazing. So there's that. Also, anything purchased in my merch store goes 50% of the proceeds goes to Forever Healing Invisible Wounds. That's the latest full-length episode, and it's called Don't Fear, Geo is Here. Check that out. See what these guys are up to. They're doing some awesome things for the men, women, and families of the armed forces. And I did do a lot of work on my YouTube channel, so if you take a minute, go over there, check that out. So, off the cuff, what's on my mind today is time management, something we probably all struggle with. Of course, I do as well. In the last couple weeks, I've been asked multiple times how I get done what I get done. You know, I have a full-time job that takes up the majority of my time, just like most of you do. I have a growing family. I enjoy spending time in the gym. I try to get a poker game in once in a while, and I have this podcast project. So today I'm going to talk about how I manage my time with this podcast project. And of course, you can apply it to anything in your life, but we're going to keep it short and sweet today. Set the tone. I am in my quote-unquote studio. It's torn apart because the last couple of weeks, my wife and I have been painting and remodeling, and we're nowhere near finished. But I wanted to take a minute and get this out to you. Three things, real quick, all right? Again, apply this to anything that you want. First things first. Don't ever use the phrase, I don't, okay? So I can only speak for myself. So when I'm talking, critics out there and all that shit, just, I'm just spitting off the top of my head here, so don't pick it apart. I don't ever say, oh, when I have time, I'll do that. No, if it's important to me, I make time. And this is how I do it, and this is how I make time. One, I make a list. A shout out to Andy Frisella. I've been listening to that guy for years, and he calls it the power list, and I have a version of that. And what I do, you put 4 or 5 things down on a list, and you make sure no matter what, those get done for today. So there's that. You make a list. First of all, you don't say, when I have free time, you make time. Then you make a list, and then what I do is if you ever see my phone, in the timer and on the alarms, there's pages and pages. It looks like you're scrolling through Facebook and social media. There's so many alarms set and everything else. For an example, the other night, get done from work, got a workout in, Val's my wife, we got a little stuff done in the apartment. I had about an hour and a half to get some stuff done for this project. There's 4 things on my list. So what I did, organized it, and I said, okay, first things on my list, I'm going to spend 10 minutes doing it. I set a timer on my phone for 10 minutes, and that's all I did for 10 minutes. I didn't look at Facebook. I didn't look at Instagram. I didn't talk to my wife. I didn't look at emails, nothing. I concentrated on that single task for 10 minutes. You'll be amazed how much you can get done in 10 minutes if that's all you're thinking about. Because one, you're not thinking about how long you've been doing it, because you're just banging away at it until the alarm goes off. And then I repeated for an hour, and one took 25 minutes, one took 15 minutes. You can break it down. So email, I only had a few emails to do, so I put 10 minutes. I needed to do some social media work, so that I put 20 minutes. Well, in about 15 minutes, I was done with that social media work. So I reset my timer and got on to the next task. I'm not going to go too deep into all this shit for 30 minutes, but those are the 3 things I do. In recap, don't say, when I have time, I'll get to it. No, you make time, make a list, and then you break that list down and set a timer so that's all you concentrate on. That's the only thing you're going to do for that set amount of time you set up. Now, take this into a bigger scale. If I did a half an hour's worth of work every night, that's 3-4 hours by the end of the week. And if that's all you did for that half an hour, I'm telling you, man, you can get a lot done. Don't get bored with it or get frustrated. Even if for a half an hour you're researching, if you're a photographer and you're just researching other photographers in your area, tick the thing forward. Whatever project you're working on, again, apply it to anything you want. The list could be endless, which you could apply this to. So, a hand on a clock takes 60 ticks to get around. So if you put your effort in 30 minutes, you ticked it forward a little bit. Tomorrow, 30 minutes, ticked it forward a little bit. By the end of the week, you're half an hour in, according to a clock, right? So you're not going to just jump to 30 minutes. No, because you're not going to get anything done. All right, I've been babbling long enough. I'd like to keep these really short because I don't want to take up much of your time. But remember, this is what I do. Again, don't fucking tear it apart, man. I don't say I don't have time. I make time, I make a list, and then I break that list down to how many minutes I want to spend on each thing on my list. See if that works for you. I would love for you to give me some feedback if it does. And you can blow up my comments if you want I didn't do this because of this, and I didn't do this because of this. I have the same responsibilities and things that I need to do every day just like you all do. So there's no real excuses, so I don't fucking want to hear it. But anyway, in closing, don't forget Live Rishi. These guys make some awesome CBD product that helps you relax and get some sleep. Merch store, you can help Gio out with his organization, Always Healing Invisible Wounds. They do some awesome things for the armed forces, men, women, and families of the armed forces. Check that out. It's the latest full-length episode. And if you like what you hear, throw up some comments and reviews. And also, tell a friend or 7. Till next time, much love.